July is water conservation month, and there's several great tips you can do in the month of July with your landscaping here in Phoenix. My name is Eli Hall with AMS Landscaping out of Phoenix, Arizona. I just want to go over some of those things that can really help your landscape when it gets really hot in the summer months here in Arizona. So, obviously heat brings more stress onto plants. Monsoons are coming around the corner. Just a few simple changes can, make a big impact. You want to water more deeply when it comes to the summer months. A lot of people just think increasing run times or increasing start times so water's more frequent, but actually it's better if you can run it less frequent but get a deeper watering. And now it's harder sometimes to do with your pop-up heads, but there's ways that you can do. You can switch those heads out with MP Rotors to allow you to run the system longer because they use a third of the amount of water. It gives the ground a lot more time to absorb that water. And water more deeply in the summer months is going to give you a healthier lawn, not watering as frequent if you have that ability to do so in your landscaping. Also, a good goal is about 6 to 10 inches depth of watering when you are watering into turf areas. And then also when you want to water your trees, if you can water those less frequent but deeper watering. So if you have drip irrigation around your trees, instead of watering for an hour every day, maybe if you can water like 5 or 6 hours once a week and get a deeper into the root zone with a water depth when you're watering with drip irrigation and running it for longer periods of time, and then skipping in between watering longer so that you're training the roots to go deeper into the ground and building a healthier landscape. This works also with your plants. Obviously you want to water them a little more frequently, but a deeper watering is always best especially in the summer months. July is, water conservation month, so it's a great time to check your irrigation. Make sure that you have the proper heads, make sure you don't have any overspray on your lawn, with the sprinkler heads, or make sure that your emitters are all working properly. You have no, minor leaks within the pipes. It's a great time to just have a thorough audit of your system because it's, you're running it for the longest period of time, usually in the summer months. And when you're running your irrigation a lot longer, obviously if it's wasting water, if there's any leakage or overspray, that could cause a lot of waste and cost, of course. So you want to make sure that you're getting targeted irrigation in the correct spots and getting it more accurate for each plant and even in the turf areas. So preparing for monsoons, this is a big one. Obviously, we can get some monsoon storms that are pretty nasty here in the Phoenix area, and people think just like cutting it back severely is the way to go with trees, but actually, it's only recommended that you reduce trees no more than 25 to 30%, mostly focusing on healthy branches or dead branches, starting with that, and just lightly thinning them out and lightening them up. You don't want to take too much off of them because the severe heat can stress the tree. And so, you want to be cautious when getting those trees pruned. This also is the same for plants and shrubs. You want to be real cautious about how much you cut them back in the summer months, just because it can be really, really stressed on them. And that's really why the next thing I want to talk about is, if you do lose a plant or a tree during this time of year, it's a great time to plant something that's more desert adaptable to our climate, something that can handle the heat a lot more aggressively here, our extreme heats and extreme colds in the winter. Agave is a great plant replacement. It requires almost no water at all. Desert spoon is another one. Ocotillos are a great looking plant that we recommend that, replace trees that get, they're really tall, they don't require any water, and there's zero maintenance, which is just awesome. A lot of people don't realize you can use those in your HOAs as trees if you don't want to have a high maintenance tree, or maybe you have a tree that went down that was a lot of maintenance and you want to replace it with an ocotillo. Red yucca is another one. Prickly pear cactus, any type of cactus or succulents can be really great, but there's a lot of great desert adaptable plants you can choose from that can handle our hardy climates a lot better. And then just consider replacing any lawn and grass areas with either artificial turf or desert landscaping, whether it's exerscape or, more rock and boulders and river rock, that sort of thing, to make, maybe design. If you have a front yard that has turf, you're not really using it for anything, it can be really wasteful to do that here in our desert climate. And to convert that over to a desert or an exerscape type of landscape is really valuable to do. So those are just some of the tips that we recommend for the month of July. If you have any other questions or need help with any of this, feel free to reach out to us here at AMS Landscaping. You can go to our website at azlawns.com. Also, check us out on Facebook and YouTube at AMS Landscaping, and check out our Instagram and X pages at AZ Lawns. Make it a great day.